Hello there everyone and welcome to a new series on the channel. This is Let's Make a Mod, similar to our Let's Make a Game series. In this we'll be creating a mod using Tmodloader, and you can follow along, you can make your own mod and use the stuff that I show. It's a semi-tutorial, semi-interactive series, so I've got a general idea of where I want the mod to go, but I'm always open to viewer input. So the first thing I'm going to do is be creating the actual mod itself. I'm going to call it the Fools mod, and simple enough. Now open the source. I need to move it over to Visual Studio. Let's switch over to that screen now. So the first thing we're going to be doing is creating a new folder, and this one is items. Inside this I'm going to create another new folder. I'm going to call this Foolsite. We're then going to create another folder in the root called tiles. And then in our Fools mod, I'm actually going to create a instance. So we can do public static Fools mod instance, public Fools mod instance equals this. I'm also going to do public override load if instance equals null or instance is not equal to this, instance equals this. Okay, and that will just create a singleton. The first thing we're going to be doing is creating a OR, the Foolsite OR, as soon as loads. There we go. I'm going to call this Foolsite OR. We get rid of these using directives and do using Terraria. Oops. Using Terraria.modloader. Using Terraria.id. We're going to make this a public class. Extends mod item. Public override set defaults. And then we're going to divide this into different properties. I also want to add using Microsoft.xna.framework. The first thing we're going to do is set the defaults. We can do item.width equals 12, item.height 12. This is the hitbox size. Then we're going to do stack and value information. Item.stack equals 999. Like item.max stack equals 999. Item dot value equals item dot, I think is buy price. We'll do silver 1. Item dot rare equals item rarity id dot blue. Then we're going to do yeah, we're going to do item dot consumable equals true. Usage item.use time equals, we'll do 12. Item.use animation equals 12. Item.use style equals items use style id dot swing slash throw. Item.use turn through. Item dot missing auto reuse equals true. Then we're going to do item.create tile equals mod content dot tile type. I'm going to enter the namespace we're going to be using. That's going to create the Foolsite OR. Let's create that now. create a new folder, create a new class. Called Foolsite or. Okay, now public tile, public override set defaults. And now we need to set the things for this. So main dot tile solid of type equals true. Main dot tile block light of type equals true. Main dot tile merge dirt type equals true. Then we want to do drop equals mod content dot item type of items dot Foolsite or. Then we want to do add map entry, and we can do Microsoft.xna.framework.color and we'll do purple for this. And then that'll be all we need for the time being. Later on I'll add some extra information for like localization. Now I'm going to create a Foolsite bar. So again, using Terraria, using Terraria.modloader, using Terraria.id, public class, mod, item, and we're just going to copy all of this over and just change a few values. And I forgot to put this in a public override set defaults. Okay, so you need to change the max stack to that. We're going to change the silver copper 25. That can all stay the same, but I'm going to do item.create tile equals tiles dot balls bars, and item dot place style equals 0, because we'll create a row of items. Public override add recipes bar recipe equals new mod recipe dot add ingredient of mod content dot item type of Foolsite or 4 of those, and we're going to use a furnace for that. Set the result to this, and then we'll add the recipe. Now let's go into our tiles and create the balls bar. Okay, so this one's going to be a bit more interesting. So using Terraria dot Tmodloader, using Terraria.object data, using Microsoft.xna.framework, do mod tile, public class, public override set defaults. So we can do main.tile join, main.tile solid type true, main.tile solid top of type equals true, main.tile frame important of type equals true. Dot new tile dot copy from tile object data dot style 1 by 1, and tile object data dot new tile dot style horizontal equals true. Tile object data dot new tile dot lava depth equals true. Tile object data dot add tile of type. Add map entry of color dot, we'll do purple again. This time we'll do we need to actually add something up here quickly. So using Terraria localization. Don't know what happened with my voice there. Language dot get text of map object dot metal bar. They'll be using that later on. Public override drop. We can do tile p equals main dot tile at I and j. Get the style from the frame x, and we divide that by 18. Then we do switch style. Actually, I'm going to do int item type equals mod content dot item type of items dot Foolsite bar. This would be our default. So case 1 break, case 2 break, case 3 break, default. Then we do item dot new item at I times 16, j times 16, then it's 16, 16, then it's the item type, so item type. We close that, and now we do return base drop I, j. So there we go. That should now create our tile and everything like that. So I've already created the tile. This is just recolored gold right now, just because it's too much effort to do it all in one video. So what I'm going to do is save this into Tmodloader, mod sources, Fools mod, under tiles, Foolsite, and this is Foolsite 4. And what I'm also going to do, copy this and do save, go into items, Foolsite 4.png. Now we're going to create the bar. So this is an 8x8 sprite. We need to make this look like the default bars, just so it has some kind of look to it, I guess. So I want to place these like so. Go one shade darker. Something like that. How bright did this go? One more. So that's, I know. Then that. That's like that. That's like that. That can't be right. We'll fix the moment. Do, I believe one do that. Go long, bit like so. It's a really bad, right? Especially as I'm having to use a reference for this. We want that like so. Then we want to add that there, and do something like that. I mean, it's not a great looking bar, but it will do. I'm also going to fix the size, so we're going to make this 9 by 8. Right size. 200. Do need to actually add another to that. And this one goes in here. This is foolsbar.png. So that is our bar done. Let's switch back over to here. So it's our default style. Case 1 will be whatever we create next. There's going to be multiple bars, so hopefully it should work. But as you can see, we've got each of the items here, and yeah, I think that'd be good. Let's start creating the folders for the different items. So we can have a weapons folder, tools folder, armors folder. These are just the staple stuff. Accessories maybe. See what else we add. Tools, weapons, armors. Also add a projectiles folder. We'll also add a projectiles folder in the root. Just to make life easier. So this will be like ammo and whatnot. And this one will be the actual projectile itself. Tools, obvious. Weapons, obvious. Armors, obvious. Do we create a Foolsite vanity set, or would that be something different? That'd probably be something different. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We've created our basic bars. I'll tell you what, let's jump over to Tmodloader. If I can go over to OBS. And let's build and reload. Even it doesn't give an error, which it shouldn't do, except it did. Hang on. That was in Foolsite bar, Fools bars. Oops. Fools bar. Okay, fix that. Let's retry. And that should now work. We have one mod installed. I need to just add a quick mod. Do not the engine cheat sheet. Download that. Now let's just jump into a single player world. And let's animate and let's take a look at the awfulness we created. Let's go over here because it's space. Also zoom in a bit. I don't remember the button. There we go. So I'm going to go into the item browser. So here we have the bar, which I just realized I forgot to scale up, and the ore. First, let's place the bar. As you can see, place the bars like so. Stand on it. Grip. Then let's create the ore. If I could just get rid of these slimes, that'd be good. Okay. So here's the ore, as you can see. And it's connecting to the dirt, as you can see here. If we mine this, we get the Foolsite ore. If we mine the bars, we're also getting the bars. If I can stay far enough away, you can see the tiny sprite that I forgot to. That's going to do it for this episode. If you have any ideas of what you'd like to see in this mod, please leave them in the comments. I'm sure to read them, and any good ones I will consider, and we can see in a future video. Between episodes, I'll improve the terrible bar sprite and also fix like the colouring of this and improve this. But for now, recolors are doing fine. So until the next episode, thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.